All right, it's now time for Interactive. Remember to download the SportsMax app from the Google Play or the App Store and watch a variety of live sports action, including women's tennis, UEFA Champions League, Carabao Cup, Jamaica Premier League, and the TNT Premier League. There's also the upcoming West Indies tour of Australia. And beginning this Thursday morning Caribbean time, the three-match T20 International Series between India and Afghanistan begins in Mohali, with the Indians welcoming back star players Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma to the T20 fold. You can watch it 8:30 a.m. in Jamaica, 9:30 ECT. Also, be sure to check out our clips on X, Instagram and YouTube. Well, the footballing world continues to pay tribute to Germany and Bayern Munich legend Franz Beckenbauer, who has died at the age of 78. Let's head to X. All right, so FIFA saying a legend of German and world football, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has paid tribute. Okay, so we lost that. Okay, has paid tribute. We lost that on the screen. All right. A legend of German and world football, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has paid tribute to Franz Beckenbauer, who sadly passed away at the age of 78. Do we have another one? From Gary Lineker, very sorry to hear that Franz Beckenbauer has died, one of the absolute greats of our game. The Kaiser was the most beautiful of footballers who won it all with grace and charm. Rest in peace. The Premier League had this to say: "We are deeply saddened by the passing of Franz Beckenbauer, one of football's greatest ever players. A World Cup winner as both player and manager, the Kaiser was as elegant as he was dominant. He will forever be remembered." Lance, a lot of beautiful sentiments. And of course, everybody's ensuring that, you know, his family find the strength during this difficult period.
Yeah, a tough one this, and sudden as far as I'm concerned. You know, unlike some other situations where we know, you know, players may have been ailing. Pele had been ailing for quite some time before he passed. I'm not sure if I had heard anything about Beckenbauer's fading health, but this is a huge shock to the football world. And any all-time world football list that you would see, the all-time world best 11, most of them would have Franz Beckenbauer in it because he was so revered as a high-quality player. Not very often in the discussion about the greatest of all time, but that was partly because he wasn't an attacking player. Unfortunately, when the history of sports greats are written, the attacking players tend to get more of the limelight, and Beckenbauer wasn't an attacking player. He was a defensive midfield of high quality and central defender at other times. But this is a huge blow. I saw a Bayern Munich post today that pretty much suggested that their world has stopped for now, at least.
Yeah. And Lance, you spoke about where he played, which is testament to his quality, because so many individuals you hear speak about him will say that he brought me to the game.
Yes.
In the same way that Pele or Cruyff did. That was Beckenbauer for me.
Yeah.
And that's significant in my estimation.
Yeah, and you know, when you are heralded and hailed so, you know, in such a prolific manner by your peers and other world greats, it tells you about the quality of the man. Pele was quoted as saying that Beckenbauer is easily one of the best players he had ever seen.
Yeah.
And Pele, by a lot of people's rating, was the best ever.
And
there's the Bayern Munich post that we spoke of earlier on. Suddenly our world isn't the same as it once was. Darker, quieter, and worse off. The record champions are mourning the loss of Franz Beckenbauer, the incomparable Kaiser, without who FC Bayern would never have become the club it is today. Rest in peace, Kaiser. So Bayern Munich there, who he was a stalwart for. And as we had mentioned at the top of the show, one of only 3 players who won the World Cup as a player and a coach, Mario Zagallo from Brazil, Didier Deschamps from France, and Beckenbauer did it as a player in 1974 with West Germany as it was then, and then in 1990 as a manager of the Lothar Matthäus-led side.
Yeah, on that note, team, we have to leave our viewers today. But of course, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. I'm wishing you a very beautiful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.